Examples of scenarios where SQL can be used by Oracle functional consultants. So here I've listed down a couple of scenarios that you would find it useful to understand why SQL is required as a part of Oracle functional consultant job. So the first one I've pointed out is you would like to generate a simple report displaying invoices created in last 2 months. Although such kind of a report can be generated from Oracle applications front end, but it may have some specific criteria apart from just 2 months. Let's say for a specific source, or let's say created by a specific user. So as an Oracle functional consultant, you would open SQL Developer, write a simple SQL query, and pull out the data to get this form of report. The second scenario could be the client has given you a specific business reporting requirements which require a report customization for adding a number of additional columns in a standard Oracle e-business suite report. And as a part of this customization, you will have to write a functional design document, which is also called as MD-050, to give a customized solution for technical developers to code that customization. So as a part of that, you've got to pull out the exact columns that have to be displayed in the report. So you have to go to SQL Developer and to write SQL to find out the table structure and find out the columns that client have requested belong to which tables. And after you do that research, you put that down in your functional design document and hand it over to technical developers to code. The third scenario here is as a part of Oracle e-business suite implementation, you would like to do a one-off conversion for inventory item data from existing system to Oracle. So it's like a data conversion that must be done as a part of going live on e-business suite application environment. And for this reason, you must map the source data to Oracle applications inventory item tables columns. So you got to have a complete knowledge of the inventory table columns, and you should be able to map that to the source data. So for that, as a functional consultant, you got to go and describe the table structure, find the columns, and research what goes in which columns. So for all that, you have to write a number of SQL statements. The fourth example is there is an error in Journal Ledger journals interface while importing journals from external systems. And as a functional consultant, your job is to investigate and find out the root cause of that error. So the first thing that you will do is go to SQL Developer and go to this GL journals interface tables to query the records that resulted in error and try to find out the error description which has been reported by GL interface. And based on that error description, you do further research to find the root cause of that error and then try to troubleshoot it with your developers. So that's another realistic scenario that a functional consultant does. Then the last one here is as a part of developing specific customization, the developers is seeking your help to tell them how the flow of data from both front-end forms as well as the corresponding database tables. So a simple example could be a functional design document. You have written a functional design document, gave it to the developer. Now the developer is finding it difficult to find the tables and find the data flow within the tables from the front-end forms. So he's asking your help to demonstrate you the end-to-end process flow from front end, and then while you're demonstrating that, he also wants you to work with him to get him the flow of the database tables. So for that, you got to work with him and sit and show him the front-end flow, plus open the SQL Developer and write quick SQL queries to show him, look, this is how I create an invoice, and then these are the tables that gets affected, and so on. So developer will make a note out of all that, and then after he is done with you, he will go back and he will code the customization based on the knowledge gathered. So these are a number of realistic scenarios where SQL is required by Oracle functional consultant as a part of their day-to-day job.